Morning guys, Kenny here. And you know what? Today I'm just gonna talk to you about getting back on the horse, because over the last couple of weeks I've kind of fallen off a little bit. Not fallen off and the horse has bolted, but fallen off, and it's been trying to find a way to get back on. And there is no magic, really. You know, you just start again. So when I look at what I've been trying to do over the last couple of weeks, it's literally quite simple. You know, doing my daily vlog update, writing in my journal, and doing the boys' martial arts. Those are the main three things that I was looking to do. And I've kind of let those slip a little bit. You know, and when I think about it, I had a habit of what I'd developed on my vlog. When I was going for my walk, I'd start my vlog when I was doing my walk, and then I tried to cut it down, and that changed the habit of the video, and that kind of just threw me off a little bit. And it's the same with the martial arts. We were spending quite a lot of time on our maths lesson. It was just kind of encroaching on our martial arts lesson a little bit. Plus the boys do martial arts in the evening, so it was easy for me to say, well, they're doing the martial arts in the evening, and they've done their afternoon lessons because they've done double maths, and there's an easy way, well, not an easy way, but the way I kind of looked at it and developed that, or fell off the horse of training with the guys in the boys in the afternoon. With my diary journal, again, it's just a little easy thing sometimes that we do that are easy not to do. You know, so I thought, you know what? And I was talking to Lisa about this morning. I want to show the people out there that we're all the same. We're all the same. You know, sometimes we have all great intentions to improve things like our health, and something gets in the way, or we haven't developed the habit, and it's easy to stop. You know what? Those are the three things that I've been trying to work on. Even in my group, I've put a video up, a Focus 3. And this is what I was talking about the other week, and I still haven't managed to do it. So today, what have I done? I picked up the camera and I'm talking. So I'm managing to do that first thing. You know, I've written down in my journal what I needed to do. So I kind of got that done as well. So then the third thing is to actually train with the boys this afternoon. And that's what I've got to make sure I'm getting done. And then I've got to do it again tomorrow. I've got to do it again the day after. But one thing I haven't done, you know, is let my training slip. You know, again, another thing I'm finding difficult, and I've got to be honest with you, I'm finding it more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Well, look at that. Wow, that looks amazing. A foggy kind of light. It looks beautiful. One thing I haven't done, or one thing I found difficult, is eating 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day. That's tough, eating 4,000 to 5,000 calories every single day, of good calories, of loving every single calorie that I eat. That's tough. That's probably tougher than actually the rest of the year so far. And it's taken, I'm still trying to adjust to that eating habit and not to just eat a load of rubbish and just put a load of fat on. I mean, I know I'm going to put a little bit of weight on, and I have put a tiny bit of weight on. Probably put about 10 pound on since my competition. But you think about it, 10 pound when I was in such a lean condition, it's nothing really. I'm giving myself at least 16, 17 pounds, and then I'm 10% off my competition weight. So 10% isn't kind of nothing to go overweight, to go, you know, off season. But to eat those 4,000 or 5,000 calories, that's kind of tough every single day, and to love those foods, because my taste buds have changed. The macros I'm eating have changed, so I'm eating a lot more higher fats in my, so I'm feeling fuller. Plus, I think because I've got so much fat in my diet, my body is not crying out for peanut butter so much. So I've had to find a new resolve to my chocolate porridge. And believe it or not, my chocolate porridge is still chocolate porridge with the Natural Muscle Company's Masgrow. But what I'm doing, and I make that with water, but I have my raisins in it. But what I don't do, I don't add any peanut butter or banana to it. So what I'm doing now, I'm adding apple and frozen berries, and the apple and the frozen berries mixed with the chocolate peanut butter is, oh, it's great. So I found it. But over the last few weeks, it was lost. It was almost like, well, I wasn't even eating it every day. And I was eating my chocolate porridge meal every single day of the year, maybe twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. And you could say, well, maybe you just had too much of it. It wasn't that. It's just that my taste buds had changed, my macros had changed, my whole kind of, psyche had changed after I'd finished competing. I just had to refine something that worked for me again. I'm loving my burgers and bacon, homemade burgers and bacon and cheese, and I just have that in a lettuce leaves, and it's not because it's a ketogenic style diet. I'm not following any of that. If you look at the food I'm eating, you know, it's definitely not a ketogenic style diet. It's just I don't really enjoy the bun, the taste of the bun, you know, with the burgers. That's it. And I see some people like my food because it kind of fits in with what they're saying, and some people don't like it because it goes against what they're saying. And you know what? I don't really care. What I care about is if I actually love the taste of it. That's what it's all about. What do I actually love the taste of? You know, so yeah, it's not easy, you know, falling off the horse a little bit, but getting back on and knowing what I need to do. And this is the first thing I needed to do. Pick up the camera, just talk to the camera, or talk to myself. You know, I don't know if anyone's going to be listening to this. And just get on with it. You know, but yeah, so that's it's almost like I'm not sure what day this is going to fall into. I'm not sure what this day is going to fall into. You know, transformation. Well, transformation, you usually look at a before and after picture of a transformation, but surely transformation starts with the little habits. It starts with making those little changes, getting back on the horse, understanding, you know, that it's not going to be easy. There's going to be times when you have that biscuit, when you think, oh God, I might as well just have the whole packet. I might as well start on Monday. I might as well start next month. I might as well start, you know, in the new year, New Year's resolution. You kind of get that. Forget it. Start now. Plan now. Yeah, get ready for it now. Whoa, noisy out here this morning. Noisy, look at all this. I love this kind of foggy look, though, with the lights in the background, this lovely foggy kind of ness. Yeah, it's great. So, let's swap hands. Feeling that on my shoulders. So yeah, I mean, you could look at this as a Transformation Tuesday. Transformation Tuesday is this, you know. It starts today. Don't put it off. Don't put it off. If you're putting it off, you'll always put it off. Start today. If you've had the biscuits, you've had the packet, fine, then just start today. You are worth it. You know, don't put your health off. I'll start next week. It won't happen. You'll always find an excuse. So for me, I have to pick up that camera and start today. You know, that's it. Day one is almost like today. Reset. And we can reset. I understand we can reset. But how many times are you going to put off your health? Yeah? Don't keep putting it off. Don't keep putting your health off. Ooh. Because you're more than worth it. Yeah? Understand that you don't have to get to the gym. You don't have to have a dozen protein shakes a day. You don't have to have all the vitamins and minerals before you get started. You don't have to lose that weight before you get down the gym. You don't have to buy the special trainers. you know, because you can't afford to get down a gym in the stuff you're wearing. All you need to do is make a decision. Make a decision now that you're worth it. Make a decision now that your health is worth it, you know. And once you've made that decision, then things can change. But you have got to make that decision that you are worth it. And once you've done that, then guess what? Everything else will come, you know, because you're worth it. And the thing to think about is, what's more important? Let's have a time. What's more important? Think about this. What's more important? Is it more important that you get it all right, so everything just aligns? Or is it just important that you just turn up and you start getting some of it right? Maybe you just go for a walk. Maybe you just go for a 5-minute walk 3 times a day. Maybe you just go for a walk, listening to an audiobook, 3-5 minutes walks a day, and then the following week you try to increase it to 6 minutes. Maybe this week, what about this week, just look at one thing that you know isn't that great for you. You know, maybe it's the crisps, maybe it's the cakes, maybe it's the biscuits, maybe it's the chocolate, maybe it's the fizzy drinks, maybe it's all the stuff that you've got in your coffee. You know, maybe you could just reduce one thing this week. One thing, just take one thing out this week and replace it with maybe something that's a little bit better for you. You know, we're always harping on about water. Maybe you could just drink a bit more water and make that conscious decision, you know, that you can just make that conscious decision to replace one thing that you know is not that great for you with one thing that you know is better for you, and go for a walk and log it down in a book. You don't have to show anybody, you don't have to tell anybody. What about logging it down in a little book? You don't even have to buy a great book from Waterstones. I was looking at fantastic books yesterday. You know, I bought a couple of books for the boys. But all you need to do is write it down. Keep a journal. You know, write how you're feeling. Write about how tough it is. You know, write why you want to make a change. You know, start keeping a little journal. Do that. Why do you want to make that decision? Why have you decided that your health is more important? What is it? Is it your family? Is it your kids? Is it you? What is it that makes you want to feel better, to look better? What is it? What is it that makes you decide, or that's made you decide that you deserve more? Write it down in your journal. Write that down. Focus on that. Focus. And then just pick 3 things that you can do. Maybe, like you say, you can reduce one thing that you're eating or drinking and replace it with one thing that might benefit you. You know, like I say, the water. Maybe you can just go for that walk, like I said, or go for like 2, 3, 5-minute walks a day. You know, put those 3 boxes there. And maybe the journal, writing a note down. Yeah, I feel great, I've done that. Maybe that's that 3rd thing that you need to do. Just those 3 things, all you need to do, and you're kind of good to go. Maybe you look at those 3 things, and if you're doing that on a daily basis for a week, hey, I bet you will start feeling much better. Mindset is much, much better after a week. You can do this because you're worth it. Anyway, I suppose that's a motivational Monday kind of video bit there. Hey, you know, I hit 2 videos in one go. Maybe I should keep going and even go into a workout, just start doing some jumping jacks in the street and everyone's walking past. They'll probably think I'm a total nutter. You know, but it's actually quite liberating, not worrying what people are thinking, you know, and just walking down the street talking to yourself. And not worrying, because most people worry about what other people think about them. Who cares? Sodom. Look at that. Wow. Looks amazing. Who cares? You're the one that matters, not anyone else. You matter. You don't do it for anyone else. Do it for you. And I don't get confused with that. You know, because there is always a why. Maybe it's your children. Maybe you want to improve your health because you want to live a little bit longer. You know, and by doing that, yeah. So don't get confused with what I'm actually saying about choosing that why and understanding understanding what it is that makes you want to change, and then I'm saying do it for yourself. Don't get confused. There's a difference. There is a difference. Understand the motivational factors, but also understand that you are worth it. You know, and there is whenever I think about that, I think about what they say to you on the plane. You know, when they say to you on the plane, put your own oxygen mask on first. Put your own oxygen mask on first before you try to help anyone else. And there's a reason that you do that. You know, because how can you help anyone else if you're not helping yourself? How can you help anyone? How can you be happy to anyone if you don't happy for yourself first? You know, if you feel good about yourself. If you're feeling crap and you're feeling really down and really negative, all that's going to do is rub off negativity onto anyone else, you know? Try to think about yourself, because you are worth it. Reach out to someone. I saw someone on Facebook reach out saying he was feeling, you know, really depressed. You know, that took courage. It took guts to do that. You know, it took guts, and there's loads of people jumped on the posts and say, look, you know, we're here for you to talk, and if you need that, we're here. And I think that's the thing to think about. It takes guts to actually reach out and say, you know what, I'm not finding it easy at the moment. I'm finding it tough, and I need a little bit of support. I need a little bit of help. And the people around you are there. Don't keep it inside. You keep it inside, and guess what? No one knows. No one knows. They just think you're good. Oh, he's great. He's really good. Or she's really fantastic. You know, the way they find it, they're so strong. No one knows you're struggling. Anyway, have a think about what I've said. Glad to be back. Glad to be back. And it's like 10 to 7, walking to the gym, feeling good. I had a great vlog. Feels good. I think I've got, 16 minutes? Probably got 3 little videos there. You know, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, so now onwards and upwards. I'm going to write into my journal. I'm going to be training the boys this afternoon, doing their maths lesson. You know, I was talking to Lisa about something else, a new kind of lesson that we're looking to do. Very focused. That's what it takes, focus. And sometimes it just means getting it out there. Anyway, lots of love to you all. Oh, look at that. Wow. If anybody needs any help, just reach out. You know where I am. Lots of love. Hey, check out my new website as well. Website fitat50.life. That's fitat50.life. And thank you, Fine Digital, for doing a fantastic job with that website. Lots of love, guys. I'll speak to you soon.